Hey, check it out. Look what I'm gonna use today. What? Most of the videos so far have been about the market garden, but we have pasture-raised chickens and we need to develop our pasture. All this land out here was cleared from trees a couple months ago, and it was raining pretty hard from, I don't know, September through April, and so it was super muddy out here. But we had them clear a bunch of trees, and the result was a lot of land that was left pretty rough for us, and part of that was it was so wet that they couldn't really smooth it out very well. So now that we got the garden all dialed in and running, time to work on the pasture. We have heavy clay, and when they pulled out all the stumps and stuff, they inverted the soil really badly. So all of our topsoil has been basically destroyed. So we're at the point where we have to start rebuilding everything. So I know I never use a tiller in the garden, but for this, I'm not opposed to it. And there's time and place for everything and context. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna till at least some of this up and start moving the birds out here, and we'll go from there. And it's kind of fun to use a tiller. I just ran a couple passes because I've actually never used one before today. Just want to give you an idea of sort of what the ground looks like out here. Super uneven. We got lots of pieces of roots. We got large pieces of rock. We got a lot of quartz here. And so pretty much after they left, one of the first things I did was I planted a bunch of cereal rye that I had seed for cover crop for the pasture. And so I just planted it just to get something growing, get some carbon in the ground, and try to break it up a little bit. So you can see there's parts which are just not covered at all. And so because the ground's been so much disturbed, we're just going to rototill it, try to smooth it out. And we'll move the birds on section by section as we rotate them around. And then we'll plant behind them. So this is a cool look, right? Got the earmuffs on underneath the big hat, see? Gotta protect your ears, man. All right, tilled up quite a bit of area here. I didn't get to do the whole pasture, and I don't need to. I'm gonna chip away at it. But what I did today is I tilled up enough space for 2 paddocks. So I don't know exactly where the paddocks will be, but if any of you guys rotationally graze your animals, you'll know that after a while you sort of learn where the paddocks land and what makes sense on your property. So what I did is I tilled up the area for 2 of them. Right now I have 150 feet of electric fence on with my chickens, and I might adjust that up a little bit after I see how things are going. But you know, I'm gonna see how it works first. It's a sort of a manageable size and it works pretty well. I do have some extra netting so I can add on. So after I tilled, I just raked it out with the landscape rake. It is not completely flat, but what I did is I just took out all the ridges and holes and stuff like that. It was pretty treacherous to walk around here, and now it's pretty level, so it's pretty nice. After this, I'm going to move the chickens on here tomorrow morning on one of the areas and have them work it for a little while. They'll scratch some more, they'll spread it out, they'll poop and fertilize it, eat some of the grass and stuff that's here, and then we'll plant some stuff after I move them out. Some of you might be wondering why I don't use a tractor for such a large area. Well, I don't have a tractor, and I really didn't want to pay someone to come in and do that tractor work for me. I did have a friend that let me use their tiller, and frankly, I never used a tiller before, so that was kind of fun. There's no rush with this. As I move the birds around and start planting for the season, I'll just till ahead of them and do that. So really not a big deal. But anyways, yeah, pretty happy with it. Check it out. Probably still some little bit of roots and sticks and some small rocks I have to move, but we'll get around to it. But pretty happy with this, and yeah, tomorrow morning we'll put the birds on here and get them to work. I'm out here pretty early, got to get these chickens moved before I got to get my kids up and get them ready for school. So we'll take down the fence, move the chickshaw, and then set it up in the other spot. right? Got Larry and the hens moved out here. We'll probably be here for about a week or so, I'm guessing, but it's observational based, and you should always observe what's going on in your property and make decisions based on that, not they're going to be here for 3 days or they're here for a week and then we move them. It's you got to observe and then make decisions and react based on that. So I think it's going to be about a week, and then we'll move them to the next area, which I've already sort of prepared. We'll plant grass and cover crops in the area they're just on now, and we'll continue that rotation through the pasture to get everything planted. They do a great job. They're great little tillers and workers, so it's great to have them on the farm here. I will keep you guys posted in the next, period of time, I don't know, maybe a month or two, about how the pasture gets developed, so that'll be fun to follow. If you want me to make a video about our chicken setup, I can do that. I think there are a bunch of people doing stuff similar to this on the internet, but I can always do that as well. The tilling was a one-time thing, but I think it was worthwhile. It allowed me to level out some of the high and low spots so that it's easier to walk around and move the chickshaw and things like that. So with that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. And we'll see you in the next one.